While it's now been the best part of 5 years since the launch of The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, many Witcher fans have speculated in the years since, will we see another game in this Witcher series? CD Projekt Red have expressed desires to continue making Witcher games going forward, but yesterday on cdprojekt.com a post was put up regarding the company's relationship with the Witcher books author Andrzej Sapkowski, or however you pronounce that, I do apologise. Well, it appears as if CD Projekt have solidified their relationship with the author. The post reads, CD Projekt, creators of the Witcher series of games and upcoming role-playing game Cyberpunk 2077, together with Andrzej Sapkowski, author of the Witcher books, would like to inform that today both parties signed an agreement further solidifying their relationship. We've always admired Mr. Andrzej Sapkowski's work. A great inspiration for the team here at CD Projekt Red, said Adam, goddammit, what is with these names, President and Joint CEO of CD Projekt. I believe today marks a new stage in our continued relationship. Kosinski concludes. I hope I pronounced that right. I apologise if I didn't. As it turns out, I'm not Polish. The agreement satisfies and fully clarifies the needs and expectations of both parties, past and present, and sets out a framework for a future cooperation between the two sides. The agreement grants CD Projekt new rights as well as confirms the company's title to The Witcher intellectual property in video games, graphic novels, board games and merchandise. So obviously I know what you're thinking. Well, this basically confirms that CD Projekt Red is not done with The Witcher altogether, because if you think about it, why else would they sign this agreement? There's literally no reason. Now, whether this be another bloody Gwent game or that Thronebreaker or whatever that was, or a fully fledged AAA Witcher title going forward, we will never know until they do it. However, the little post seems to indicate that both parties had needs and expectations going into this agreement. And on top of that, renewing the contract seems like a big deal, as the involved parties felt the need to inform us. So I doubt that all the games that CD Projekt Red have planned for The Witcher going forward will be side-scrollers. I'd imagine that eventually they'll want to come back to it on the AAA front. Maybe it won't necessarily be The Witcher 4, in the sense that Geralt's story seems relatively concluded and wrapped up in The Witcher 3. They'll probably want to tell some other story in the Witcher universe. Maybe it'll be a game about Lambert and the quest to find his hairline. And then of course there's one of the endings to The Witcher 3 which might suggest that Ciri could perhaps be a playable protagonist in a future entry to the franchise. And certain Quest was playable in The Witcher 3, so maybe that's what CD Projekt Red might want to do with another Witcher AAA installment going forward. Then of course there's always the possibility of exploring Geralt's younger years, his origin story if you will. Bit shaky, but they could do it. My point here is there are plenty of options and opportunities for another Witcher AAA title in the future. However, I think it's safe to say that whatever they do is going to be years before we even hear about it, and I say this because Cyberpunk 2077 is what CD Projekt Red is focusing on right now. So I doubt that even if they do have an idea as to what they're doing, it won't enter full development until at least Cyberpunk 2077 is out. That being said, if you want my opinion on whether or not I think that they've got a rough idea as to what they want to do, then I would say they probably do. They've probably got a really solid idea for what they want to do with the next Witcher game going forward. We might see a couple smaller side games as well, that's always a possibility, but I'm very doubtful that The Witcher 3 was the end of The Witcher's run on the AAA market. Then there's the financial logic to it. The Witcher is a massive game franchise now, The Witcher 3 saw to that. If CD Projekt weren't to capitalise on that, then they obviously don't care about money. Now you're probably thinking, but that shows in their games. Well, you see, that's the thing about games companies. They all care about money. Even if they make amazing games, it's because they know it will make them money. They might enjoy it, they might be passionate for it, but they know that if they nail it, it's going to make them a lot of money, and that's what they care about. Obviously, they care about the quality of their games, they care about the integrity of their company, things like that, for sure. But there's not a good business out there that doesn't care about money. And when it comes to companies like CD Projekt and what they do, that's not a bad thing, trust me. So to answer the question, will CD Projekt want to capitalize on the Witcher franchise? Yes, there is not a doubt in my mind. And this recent post that they put up just suggests that something like that would be possible. Obviously, there will be something that comes after Cyberpunk, because they're not going to go sit in a money bath like Mr. Krabs and do nothing. There will always be a next project. And as we just glossed over, forgetting that The Witcher exists would just be absurd. So in my mind, there will be another AAA Witcher game at some point in the future. It would be absurd for there to not be, if you think about it. They've just renewed their rights to the IP. If they threw away that would just just be ridiculous. That being said, I would not be surprised if it was years before we actually heard anything about it, because at the moment CD Projekt Red is preoccupied with Cyberpunk 2077, so even if they've got a rough idea with what they're doing, the next Witcher game will not be in full development for a while. If I'm to provide a closing point to this entire video, I would say that I do believe that CD Projekt know exactly what they're doing. So I guess all we're going to have to do is wait and see. Of course, I'll leave a link to this post on the official cdprojekt.com website down in the description. Please do go ahead and let me know what you think down in the comment section. Anyway, I think this concludes today's video, so thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Be sure to go ahead, leave a like, subscribe, share the channel with your friends and all that wonderful stuff. That'll be super appreciated. Maybe consider becoming a patron as well. That would be pretty damn awesome. There's loads of extra content over there, so it's not like I'm robbing your money for no reason. But in the end of the day, whether or not you think it's worth it is completely up to you, and if you don't, then I respect that. Either way, thank you, and I will see you all very soon with another video at some point.